Hey everyone, welcome back. Before we dive into the latest updates about the Golden State Warriors, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and drop a like. It really helps us out. Could this young star be the Warriors' X factor in a surprising championship run? It took just 4 games for the Golden State Warriors to regain their rhythm and confidence. The recent addition of Jimmy Butler has breathed new life into the team, providing a much-needed spark heading into the All-Star break. However, there's another key player whose return could be just as impactful: Jonathan Kuminga. NBC Sports Bay Area's Taylor Worth recently highlighted comments from former NBA champion and TNT analyst Kenny Smith regarding Kuminga's potential influence on the Warriors' postseason hopes. Smith emphasized that Kuminga is at a pivotal point in his career where he needs to take the next step in his development. He has to take the step that separates him from the rest of the pack, Smith explained, and if he does that, we might be looking around in May, saying, "Oh my God, the Warriors are in the Western Conference Finals." Currently, Kuminga is the Warriors' third leading scorer, averaging 16.8 points per game. With Stephen Curry and Jimmy Butler as the team's clear primary and secondary scoring options, contributing around 30 and 20 points per game respectively, Kuminga's offensive production off the bench could be a game-changer if he boosts his scoring to approximately 18 points per game. Although Buddy Hield and Brandon Podziemski may be better suited for the starting lineup due to their perimeter shooting, Kuminga remains one of Golden State's most influential players. If he refines his shot selection, particularly by improving his current 45.9% field goal percentage, his impact could be even more significant. One area where Kuminga could elevate his game is efficiency. While he possesses an elite ability to drive to the basket and finish at the rim, he has expressed a strong desire to learn from Jimmy Butler, who excels at scoring efficiently with minimal dribbles. If Kuminga decreases his 3.6 three-point attempts per game, especially given his modest 34.5% success rate, and instead focuses on cutting to the basket and off-ball movement, he could become even more lethal offensively. At 6 feet 7 inches and 225 pounds, Kuminga has the physical tools to establish himself in the paint and dominate smaller defenders. By incorporating elements of Butler's game while continuing to play to his strengths, he could help transform the Warriors into a formidable postseason contender. If things fall into place, Golden State might just have what it takes to go all the way. Warriors' remaining schedule gives them a strong playoff position. The final stretch of the regular season is often called the second half, but in reality, it's more like the last third of the 82-game schedule. Regardless of terminology, this is a crucial period that will determine the playoff picture for the 2025 NBA postseason. The Warriors still have some work to do if they want to bypass the play-in tournament for the second straight year. After making a major move to acquire Jimmy Butler at the trade deadline, expectations are even higher for the team to secure a top-6 seed in the Western Conference. Additionally, Draymond Green's bold championship guarantee has only added to the pressure. As of now, Golden State holds the 10th spot in the conference with a 28-27 record. They sit 1.5 games ahead of the Phoenix Suns, 26-28 for the final play-in position, but are also just 3.5 games behind the 6th-seeded Los Angeles Clippers, 31-23, while overtaking the 4th-seeded Houston Rockets, 34-21, or 5th-seeded Los Angeles Lakers, 32-20, may be a tall task. The Warriors are in a solid position to fight for a direct playoff berth. A significant advantage for Golden State is their remaining schedule. Based on opponent winning percentages, they have the second easiest slate among Western Conference teams, with their opponents holding a combined .488 win percentage. When considering all 30 NBA teams, only 8 have an easier schedule, and 6 of those are in the Eastern Conference. In the West, only the Minnesota Timberwolves have an easier remaining path, with their opponents averaging a .474 win percentage. Of course, strength of schedule is never a perfect predictor of success, as any team can win on any given night. However, the Warriors should feel optimistic about their 27 remaining games, which include several matchups against lower-tier teams from the Eastern Conference. Additionally, Golden State will have opportunities to directly gain ground on the teams ahead of them. They resume play with a pivotal game against the Sacramento Kings on Friday, followed by a matchup against the Dallas Mavericks on Sunday. If things go their way, they could find themselves climbing to the 8th seed by the end of the weekend. Kevin Durant fires back at Steve Kerr's comments. Phoenix Suns superstar Kevin Durant recently took issue with remarks made by his former coach, Steve Kerr, regarding why he turned down a potential trade that would have sent him back to the Golden State Warriors. Kerr speculated that Durant's reluctance to return was tied to the backlash he faced when he originally joined the Warriors in 2016, leading to 2 championships and 3 NBA Finals appearances. Speaking with ESPN's Om Youngmisuk, Kerr suggested that Durant was unwilling to endure similar criticism again. "I don't blame Kevin one bit for not wanting to redo things here," Kerr said. "He took so much heat for jumping on the bandwagon. And then he wins Finals MVP twice in a row, yet still gets criticized." Durant, however, strongly refuted Kerr's reasoning. In an interview with ESPN's Malika Andrews, he clarified that his decision had nothing to do with public perception. "People talk crazy about me all the time," Durant stated. "That's not why I didn't want to come back. I just didn't want to get traded in the middle of the season. It had nothing to do with my time with the Warriors, Draymond Green, or anything else. I simply wanted to stay in Phoenix and see things through with my team." According to ESPN's Brian Windhorst and Ramona Shelburne, the Warriors were aggressive in pursuing a reunion with Durant before ultimately pivoting to acquiring Jimmy Butler. Reports indicate that a multi-team trade framework was discussed, involving the Washington Wizards as a third party. The proposed deal would have sent Durant to Golden State, while Butler would have landed with the Miami Heat. The trade package also included Jonathan Kuminga, Wizards center Jonas Valanciunas, multiple first- and second-round draft picks, and pick swaps. However, Durant rejected the idea after a direct conversation with Stephen Curry. According to multiple sources, Curry reached out to gauge Durant's interest in returning. Durant ultimately decided it wasn't the right time, expressing that he was content in Phoenix and not looking for a change. While the Warriors missed out on bringing Durant back, they couldn't have asked for a better alternative than Jimmy Butler. The 6-time All-Star has seamlessly integrated into the team, helping Golden State go 3-1 since his arrival. Butler is averaging 21.3 points, 7.0 rebounds, and 5.3 assists per game, while making an impressive 8.5 out of 10 free throws. What do you think about Kevin Durant's decision? Should he have considered a return to the Warriors? Let us know in the comments below.